He's a three-time Emmy recipient with multiple nominations again this year. As a broadcast meteorologist, he's worked in the Columbus market for the past 5 years. Welcome, Ohio Valley Chapter Board Member Harrison Hove.
Thank you all very much. I just checked the clock. 2 hours in, still going strong here. In the next category, the Kentucky Derby, Thunder over Louisville, and the first ever Bra Day USA. They're all examples of special events covered by nominees in this category tonight. The category recognizes excellence for covering special events other than news or sports. And in this category, the Emmy Award goes to Jennifer Keeney, Daniel Boyle, Barry Fulmer, David Callan, WDRB for Thunder over Louisville.
The stars align for a massive celebration in the sky today. A star-spangled blast. Thunder over Louisville pays tribute to the United States Marines and 100 years of flight above the city skyline. After the sun sets, Thunder rolls with the largest fireworks show in North America. You can see every action-packed moment of Thunder over Louisville right here. This is Thunder on WDRB.
Wow, thank you. This was the best day of work I ever had, and to win this award is just overwhelming, so thank you so much. I first want to thank Bill Lamb and our station owners, Alan Block, who gave us the freedom creatively and financially to do this production the way we could. Barry and David, their expertise in technology and in planning and organization is amazing. Dan Boyle, our director, who executed this, he had so much fun and did it just flawlessly. It was wonderful. But really, this award goes to everybody at WDRB. Everybody beyond news and engineering and production. It was finance and sales and traffic. Everybody came together and did this. I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody else. You guys are the best. This is for you. Thank you, WDRB.
And I guess I'd also like to thank Gary Schroeder. Gary's actually nominated in the technical achievement side, and I was so excited I forgot to mention him. So Gary couldn't be here tonight, so Gary, wherever you are, congratulations.
Documentary programs give viewers a deeper understanding of people, places, or events. Nominees in the documentary categories are recognized for their coverage of cultural, topical, historical subjects. Now, the Emmy Award in this category goes to... We have more than one Emmy recipient in these categories. The first award goes to Frank Simconis, KET, for Tracks of Imagination.
The room is so magic. It is so cool. I can't tell you how many bridges go over your head, and there's waterfalls coming down.
Thank you all. Just want to say a quick thank you to Teresa Day for giving me total creative freedom on this, which she always does. Dan Tolby, the editor, who is a magic maker. He's a true artist. Brent Apsher for the audio on this show. He created soundscapes totally from scratch. We couldn't use a lot of the audio and B-roll. Clark Bradshaw and Charles Lister for graphics. The Crone Conservatory, their staff there, and Paul Bussey and Applied Imagination for, they're truly, you gotta check their work out. They'll make you believe in magic. Thank you.
All right, the next Emmy in this category goes to, and this is the final Emmy Award in this category, Gerald Davis, Chip Hitchcock, John Nakashima, Gene Snedeker, Greenbrier Group Films, and West Virginia Public Broadcasting for Frank Kern's American Correspondent.
He had hundreds of reports on the CBS Evening News.
Now back to Walter Cronkite in New York.
His beat was Egypt and Africa at the height of the Cold War.
The communists are winning, we are losing.
But years later, his own network reported that Kearns was a journalist who also worked for the CIA.
Kearns commented, "I deny it."
Frank Kearns, American correspondent.
We chased Frank for 37 years. This was my graduate project in 1975, and he said no. So in 2002, his widow started sending me boxes of his life. First call I made was to Chip Hitchcock, and I said, I think we got ourselves a film to do, but I don't know how we're gonna do it, so I'm gonna need your help. And then we started lining up Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Carolina, the West Virginia Humanities Council, Joe Steinberg, and a host of other folks who could help to finance us, and off we went. What I thought would be a 2-year project turned out to be 37 years. So, Chip, thanks for your help.
You're welcome, Jake. All right, you know, it takes a village to make a documentary, and so there's a whole lot of people to thank, but it gives me an opportunity to thank especially our editors, Glennis Board, John Nakashima. They made the magic happen, our crew, Larry Dowling and Chuck Klein. But I worked for West Virginia Public Broadcasting for 25 years now, and most of all, I would like to thank Public Broadcasting for giving us the opportunity to tell our stories. So thank you.
A nostalgia program is like a ride in a time machine. Viewers are taken into the past for stories of people or events that shape the future. The Emmy Award in this category goes to Ben Bays, Sean Likely, WOSU Public Media, for Jesse Owens' enduring spirit.
Jesse Owens put a dagger in the ideology that Hitler held at that time.
When people say, you can't, here's a man who said, you're wrong.
He proved that there's no domination of any race. What's important is the individual work that you put into anything.
Thank you all. Thank you for this wonderful honor and award. I just want to thank my colleagues at WOSU. We have a wonderful team of producers and support there. I want to thank our boss, Brent Davis, Senior Content Director there at WOSU, and Tom Ryland, our General Manager. Without Tom's vision and his leadership, we wouldn't be able to make the kinds of programming that we do, and the support there for his producers is just absolutely amazing. I want to thank my wife and my son Charlie also for supporting the work that I do.
I also want to thank my wife, and I want to thank Ben Bays, who is like the best producer I could ask for as an editor. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Informational instructional programs are intended to do just what they say. They'll do, teach, or inform viewers about specific subjects. Now, similarly, interview discussion programs can also inform or teach, but the content, and this is of course the difficult part, if you know anything about a live shot, imagine doing a whole program entirely or almost entirely unscripted. The Emmy Award for these categories goes to, we have more than one recipient in these categories. The first award goes to Rick Green, DMN Networks, for Tyler's Light, Speak Up and Save a Life.
I was 14 when I first tried my first drug. It happened to not be my drug of choice. It was cocaine. But the real problem started when I was about to turn 16. And I opened my freezer to get a popsicle out, and my friends pointed at these pill bottles that were in there. And they were like, have you ever tried that? And I said, no. I had a bad day.
Tyler's Light is named after Tyler Campbell, who I never had the opportunity to meet. He is one of the 5 people in Ohio a day who die of accidental drug overdose. 5 a day. That means it would take about 80 days to clear this room of these 400 people. That was pretty sobering to me, and when I met Wayne and Christy, Tyler's parents, Tyler changed my life. He showed me that what we do, we can use for good. I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't know that I've done anything this meaningful. So thanks to Tyler, thanks to Wayne and Christy, his parents, who decided to put Tyler's Light on the map and educate kids about this issue. 5 a day in Ohio. So thank you for this. I got to give props to my guys at Post House. If you've seen a whole bunch tonight, I'm super happy to be working with those guys. My wife said don't thank her because she doesn't want anybody to look at her. Well, she's right over there. Thanks to her for letting me continue to chase these passion projects. Thank you.
All right, the next Emmy is presented to Brad Mattis, Zone CG, for Facing Life Head On, Teens Making Healthy Choices.
I walked up to him and I said, RP, I hate you. And he kind of like laughed and looked confused, and I said, but I love you. And I started bawling. And I told him, I hate you because you woke me up, but I love you because you woke me up. He gave me the second chance that I wouldn't have had otherwise.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award, and I want to let everybody know that it was an honor to tell the story of Healthy Choices and the gang that's here cheering us on this evening. The crew and I were amazed at how much one individual can impact thousands of teens in their life by letting them know they were loved and appreciated. And so we want them to know that our lives have been changed forever telling this story, and we thank you very much.
For Interview Discussion Program, the final Emmy Award in these categories goes to Liz Lane and Mark Hyman, WSYX, for 86.6 On Your Side Town Hall, Guns and Education.
National Town Hall. All right, it's time now to begin our...
Do you have any audience so far in our panel members? We're discussing a wide...
What the hell was that? I think we all remember the Newtown shootings. 26 kids were killed. It was the night that I came home after work. I was numb, grabbed a glass of wine, and sat there and said, how in the hell could something like this happen? I called Scott Livingston, our VP of News, and said, of all town halls that we need to do one on gun violence. And so we gathered everyone together, and 3 or 4 days later, we put together a town hall on gun violence, mental health, and school security. And this is for Liz, for Mark Hyman, and for the team that put it together. It was an emotional town hall, and we brought out what happened, and we brought out what needs to be done to secure our kids in schools. Thank you.